Welcome back to the rest of the story. This video is consisted entirely of footage I took from sitting on top of the combine. And I figured a good way to start this video is by a shot of Rocket. Seems like everybody likes him. Now, as a quick disclaimer, anybody that's watching this, I don't recommend doing this because this is dangerous. But this is one of the hazards that comes along with doing YouTube videos. Plus, I am very confident in my own personal safety as far as not putting myself in danger. But all I did of the other night as far as running the combine was in my other video. People wanted to see more of the combine running, and I felt just for that video I was just going to talk to the camera. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll get some footage of with the camera set up behind me, but every video is a little different. This is the field that we were working in the first day we were combining here as of late. There's been a whole lot of a little bit of everything going on. Mainly just trying to get corn run through. We're probably maybe halfway done. No, that's being generous. We're not even halfway done. We're probably, no, if I had to put a number on it, let's think, maybe a third of the way through. We have just probably an hour and a half of running down at my place yet, and this place will be done. Then we'll have about 150 acres of corn for my dad to go through yet. But it's running. It's a good problem to have, but it's running really, really well. I think all of our averages have been north of 200 so far, overall farm averages, and we're pretty happy with that so far, and really anxious to see how the home farm yields. I'm really anxious to see how some of my tests have yielded as far as the potash and the variable rate corn and everything else. As you guys can see, looking down the corn rows here, it looks really clean. It looks nice. That's one thing I'm not a fan of. You can see the ears will randomly, you'll get an odd one that'll get kicked up. And with those brushes that are in the rows, we really don't lose too many out the head. That's why I try to keep those rubber flaps in place that help catch any of the ears from sliding down the head or out the front of the head. But we have actually had to run, I don't think we've gone over 2.5 miles an hour shelling corn this year at all. I've seen the summary reports for all the fields that we've done so far, and all the averages, because it'll tell you the overall average speed that you harvested, and I'm thinking that it was like 2.2 to 2.3 miles an hour was pretty close to what they all ran, or as far as what my dad was running. I think the combine's being taxed just a little bit. There's a lot of stalk residue. The rolls that we put on the corn head in combination of the brushes that we have, I do feel that is using up a bit more horsepower than what we're used to, because I ran the combine for an hour and a half the other night, and compared to years in the past, it was pulling harder than what it normally does. And Ryan's coming over. We're gonna empty this combine on the go. We actually do this quite a bit. We don't usually stop to empty the grain tank very often. But this grain tank extension, while it does hold a lot more corn, it seems like it does fill up fairly quick. And the moisture we're running, this farm actually ran 15.6% moisture. That's what the final yield was on it across the whole farm. So we were very happy, and it's like gold running out of the gold or dollar signs running out of the tank there. because it is money. It might not be worth a heck of a whole lot, but it's worth something. You gotta just be a little bit more proactive on selling. I will say that about myself. Something that I need to change going forward. I need to be a lot more aggressive forward marketing my grain and not being quite so I'm going to say emotional, because it's hard to sell at a set price. And for those of you that don't do it, it really is a really good kick to the gut, and it's hard to ignore it when you sell, say you sell 5,000 bushels and the corn price jumps 10 cents. It's happened to me. It's not fun, but it can also go the other way too. So, you have that to look out for, but a lot of it's just being proactive and just being aware that the prices can be very volatile. I have been using barchart.com for watching grain prices here, and I honestly believe I would have done a better job this year marketing if I was using Barchart in the past, or even this year, because I just watching the trends that are already passed. When I was selling corn this summer, I would have sold corn and beans a lot more aggressively if I could have seen a bar chart. But that's all we got for this video. I just had a lot of random clips I wanted to throw up for you. So I'll talk to you guys later.